In this video, we're going to talk about the group assignment. That is an assignment where a subgroup of students turn in one artifact instead of each student within the course turning in a separate artifact. So before we begin this, we need to look at the participants list and see how we have things configured. So we have a teacher here and 5 students. Each student is in one or more groups. So let's go and look at our groups. So we have 6 groups set up for this course, group 1, 2, and 3, and group A, B, and C. If we look at our groupings, we have 2 groupings, that is 2 groups of groups. Grouping 1, called Project 1, is group 1, 2, and 3. Project 2, or grouping 2, is groups A, B, and C. So we have both groupings within the course and groups. If we don't have subgroups, we don't need groupings. So next we're going to add the assignment. So we come here, turn editing on. We're going to add an activity or resource. We're going to add assignment. And we'll name this assignment. And all the general things that we deal with this, a description, activity instructions, availability, all works the same. We're going to come down here under group submissions, and we want students to submit in groups, yes. And once we open that, we have some more options here. The first is a student required to be in a group to make a submission? And typically you want to say this to yes, so that if you've forgotten to add a student to a group, they can't add their own submissions. They have to be within a group to make a submission. Second option or third option down here is, should all of the group members have to submit or click a submit button? So right now, if we go under submission settings, we're not requiring that the students submit or click a submit button. So just uploading their artifact to it is enough for the faculty to grade it. And if that's the case, it will work the same for group submissions. However, if you want the students to click submit before they're ready, so they may be editing the file, changing things, and you want them to click submit before you grade it, then first we have to, under submission settings, set this to yes. And then if we come down here to regroup all members submit, we have the options of yes and no. So if you leave this as no, if any member in the group hits submit, it will be submitted for grading. If you say this to yes, then every member of the group has to hit submit in order for it to grade. The last option down here is grouping for students. I have 2 groupings in this class. If I only had one set of groups, then I could just say none. But I'm going to, in this particular case, pick grouping 2, which would mean groups A, B, and C are being used for this assignment. Save and return. And that is creating a group assignment.